Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX, Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60.
Bring it up!
We've got a good one coming your way. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching Greg, and for the players, this moment. They've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
Yeah, and what do we hear all week, Mike, from every team leading up to the Super Bowl? For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
Dragon 60. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now, Shador. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, top low 18.
Sanders on third down. He gets this complete, finding Adams. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
First down,
Mustang 19.
To throw is Sanders. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
They put Adams in motion. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Carolina first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Throwing now, Sanders on first down. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Brings up second and goal.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Wes Watkins going to bring it back. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10. And they're on 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Finding room at the 35. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We'll go play action with Nix. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And the last first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Captain.
Rockland. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, the Panthers off to the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Third and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Broncos.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession. And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And They come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates, seven Pirates.
From the gun, it's Shador. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Finding room across midfield. And he'll be taken down. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
And the Panther first down.
Hawk 70, Mustang, Packers 60, San Francisco.
Here's Sanders to throw. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down, Carolina.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
19 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 18 Rattler, 18 Rep, 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, it's Sanders. This is Hawk 2. And he's in. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Panthers. On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. It's up and through. Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down. Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. But now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's 4th and goal. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Broncos are back within 4 at 14-10. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
As Shedeur on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Gray going to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. There go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground is Barkley to start the drive. And he'll work this out to the 23. He's brought down by Kobe Turner.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another day.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
On first down, it's Sanders. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And he will go all the way. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Carolina.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the extra point.
The PAT up and good. And the Panthers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Second reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. Up to the left side and taken in by Golden. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Second reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a first down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Zach Barr will throw, makes the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he will score! A.J. Brown. Touchdown Broncos. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Warriors 70. Nothing, 19 Cardinals.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. And he'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. Second reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a first down. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Devon Bullard there on the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9.
Panthers 60, 19 strike, 19, 18. 60 Bobcats, 19 Lions. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A First set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. From the 46, here's second and 8.
46-yard line.
79 Brook, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Again, it's McCaffrey. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop.
It's a gain of
3rd and 5.
And it's third
Cook
down.
19, Cook 19. Cougar 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
They're going on 4th down. Sanders. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Throwing is Nix. Moving to his right. He'll try to run for it.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Nix. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throw it. Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Don't go. Let's the key. Hey.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. Oh, the ball's out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
A run with Dobbins. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
He's got it at about the 8, and he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Khalil McLaughlin, touchdown Denver. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Into space at the 45. And he will score. Jalen Coker. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Here we go. This is 4th down. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Nix gonna throw for it. That's taken in, and that's not gonna work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. That's caught! And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Adonai Mitchell, touchdown Carolina. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Ray going to return it. Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Michael Williams in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack. Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Going to need a big play now, 3rd down and long. Here's Nix to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunity?
A big hole. Inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Denver. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the calls to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
McCaffrey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. 70 seconds left to go in this game. They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss this for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is Sanders. That is hard for 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee.
Here we go.
Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. And there it is. For the first time in franchise history, the Carolina Panthers are the Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
Commissioner Roger Goodell on the podium presenting the Lombardi Trophy to the Carolina Panthers, champions of Super Bowl 60. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.